Welcome to Set the Trend podcast, street sounds culture at its finest. And when we're talking about at its finest, today we have a very interesting and special podcast today, and it's about the slow jams clash, the slow jams feeling. We're going to enjoy this today, aren't we, lads? Reggie,
yeah,
Eastender,
yeah,
most definitely looking forward to the fun,
jokes. You're looking forward to jokes.
The
Yeah.
jokes.
Yeah.
It's like the post-mortem from part 1 and setting up part 2, right?
Exactly, and we're going to get some troops out of them today, aren't we?
Yeah, hopefully. Well, you know.
But before we introduce our guests,
yeah,
let's put some context behind the slow jams clash. In fact, let's reel the video and let our guests kind of introduce themselves, kind of. Yeah, we'll do that. So, camera, can you roll, please?
This is normal for me because I'm used to being underestimated. They didn't expect us to win. They thought that we were there to make up numbers. They brought us on podcasts and laughed at the fact that we was even contenders. What did them man they know about slow jams? Ooh, them young boy there, with all due respect to them, we know they come from good stock, but they can't handle gal flex. Special touch of veterans for them. You know Celebrity Super specializes in slow jams. Studio Express is the reason why them little man they play sound. They said movie star Johnny, what gellies? He's a clash specialist. Then they said Johnny's a reggae man. Anyhow you let the reggae man come into the slow jam circuit and beat you lot can't play out again. They said all that. But guess what? New Winner Roadshow, the 2025 Play Another Slow Jam Clash Champions. Say something now. We took 2025. We got the trophy. We wear the crown. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. So bring it on. Play Another Slow Jam 2026. New Winner Roadshow's ready to defend our crown. Playtime done.
Well, that was a beginning.
wow, wow,
Playtime done.
Playtime,
wow.
clash mode.
So they're saying that they were just playing last time.
I think they're saying that now they're in the
Oh, okay. So the real
in
war.
the groove of it. Now, everything's been,
Right, okay.
let's go.
Yeah.
They're kind of saying like last time was a bit of a kind of warming in to the slow jams clash. I think everybody's got a concept. You know what I mean? The best in slow jams. We're going to talk about what actually slow jams means as well. You know what I mean? Whether they got the slow jams
Yeah, I need to
genre
definitely
right.
cover that one.
We're going to discuss that. We're going to discuss that. But it's going to be interesting. And I think it's a concept that has kind of blown everybody's minds kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely,
different.
definitely.
It's still based on the old sound culture though.
Yeah.
Which, I love. I
Well,
love
we know.
I love a cheeky talk.
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And talking about cheeky talks, we have two of the founding members, and the winner
Yes.
of Slow Jams Clash. So I know you might think, well, how did that go? But we're going to talk about it in a minute. But they're here today, and we're going to have a discussion about this special product, special event with Taurean and Richie. How are you doing, guys?
Yeah, welcome back, guys.
Welcome back.
Evening, thanks for having us.
Evening, gents. Evening, gents.
Hello.
Yeah, nice for welcoming us back.
It's good to have you guys back in the building. Well done. Congratulations for your event last year. It was a sold out event. People came out and actually enjoyed the concept of what you lot said it was going to be, slow jams, and people probably didn't know how that would work out in the beginning. Slow jams clash, what does that mean? How did it go for you? I mean, what was your overall, after it finished, what was your first thoughts about the event?
I think for me, I speak on behalf
Just
of
put the
both
mic
of
up
us.
a little bit, would you?
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
good.
Yeah. I think for myself, and I'll let Richie speak for himself afterwards. The beauty for me was seeing 3 generations under one roof. I felt that was a remarkable thing to see. It was really nice that we could do that. Obviously, we had granddads. You know, in the clash as well. You know, nieces, nephews, aunties, you know, and the vibe, the ambience, yeah, it was just amazing. You know, everything that we ever wished the clash to be, it definitely was that.
So it matched your expectations, or did it exceed your expectations?
I think it exceeded it, personally.
And what bit of it did you enjoy? Did you enjoy the build up, or when it was happening, or was it afterwards you say, you know what, we got it over the line. This is the best feeling. When you were counting the money.
I'll pass that one over to Rich because he likes to talk about money.
I don't recall counting any money. But personally, for me, it was just about we created a concept and watching it manifest, bringing it to life. Like the concept was merging the slow jams culture with sound clash culture and watching that sort of manifest and work. Throughout the course of the night, obviously it was enjoyable for me because I was partaking in the clash as well. So it's like, there's a competitiveness, a competitive element of it that sort of like excites you. But after the dance, looking back at it and knowing that every single person that left that dance, they were talking about that dance for weeks, for months, and it was just about the vibe in there. It was unexplainable. It was like, it's how I felt when I went to the Red Bull Culture Clash the other day, because I'm a proper Clash fan and I love the music. I love the whole concept of Clash. It was nostalgic for me. And it's like everybody who left that dance, they left there with that same feeling. And I just, like, you can't put a price on that. You know what I mean? So for me, it definitely did.
In the culture, is that the first ever slow jam clash? Has anyone else done it before? You guys?
I know there's been clashes before in terms of we've had clashes of the street sounds, South London versus West London and North West and all that, but I don't think it's ever been pinpointed down to one specific genre, if I'm honest.
No, you're right.
At the same time, I don't want to say that we've created this thing because there's going to be so many people that say, oh, they've never created them. We had to do this from in our kitchen in 1970s, we started. Cool. So I hope we're not going to claim it.
No. You're with the historians here. We can safely say there's never been a slow jams clash. There's been
Not on this size.
There've
or
been
this
king of slow jams,
level, yeah.
where
Just an ordinary
where
dance.
like you get we like get a good few sounds in there, and we're all playing. You know, but not clashing. This is the first slow jams
I hear
clash.
it, but you know what I'm like, innit? I always like to just give myself enough room for whoever's vexing their kitchen to say that they
Don't worry
created
about
it. No problem, you have
worry
it.
about
But
that.
here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take it and we're gonna make it this polished product that everybody can enjoy. And that's where we're at. We're proud of what we done that night. I think it was great. I think that
And the
everybody
best
had a
bit
great
for you?
time. The best bit for me was that I got to come back on this podcast and smile at everyone who doubted us.
We're gonna get. I mean, there's two things there, innit? There's the bit about the sound clash which you won, and there's the other bit about putting an event on. What were the issues leading up to that event that you had to conquer? Because I know that people think it's easy. Everyone thinks that they can go and put on an event. Everybody thinks that they can come up with an original concept or a concept that is unique. But actually manifesting that from what's in your head to putting it on paper and then making that something that works. Which was the difficult part of that? Which bit of that did you find the most difficult?
To be honest, I think I didn't really find any of it, to be fair. Because we have that background doing events. It's not just, this ain't the first event that we've done. So I suppose all the pitfalls, all the obstacles that you'd probably expect, we pretty much navigated through those. And there was a lot of foresight. So I wouldn't say there was many.
I suppose because you come from good stock, Daddy, Mikey Coos, Daddy, Chris Sweeney, you've probably seen a lot of events. I suppose you've probably had a lot of opportunity to serve your apprenticeship to kind of know, all right, this is what we want from an event, because you've seen like your dads do hit and miss and more often hit, and then you've said, right, I want to take these bits and put that there. Was that part of that learning mode to deliver this product as it was?
Definitely. And sort of watching them and all the mistakes they have possibly made, and they didn't make many, but I mean, mistakes are there to be learnt from. It was for us to take note and have our pen and pad out, and that's exactly what we did. The way we executed is just something that sort of the vision that we had. We definitely knew that all of those mistakes that they've made before and what we want to see. I keep getting to this mic. Yeah, all of the mistakes that they've made prior, you know, we felt to ourselves that we want to better. We want to make sure that we exemplify everything that they've done before us.
I mean, for me, the customer service experience, I was there as a customer and bought my tickets, and I turn up.
You didn't get a comp?
No.
No comps?
No, I support. I wanted to support the thing and be there as a customer, so I bought 2 tickets and getting there and seeing the setup from the door. People really friendly, to coming up the stairs, security guiding to the cloakroom, to even going in for the bar and everything. It was really good.
Do you know what? It's really important that you notice that, because T will tell you what I'm like. Like, we have conversations with the staff, from bar staff to whoever's on the front door, and it's about our whole thing, whether it's this event or the ball or whatever. It's all about the experience. So we tell people, like, you know, I used to have people who worked the door or whatever who was firm, aggressive, they get the money and that's it. However, we want it to be an experience. From the second you touch down, you're meeting friendly faces at the front door. When you go to the bar, you're not getting 2 girls who are there having a conversation that is more, they think is more important than serving you or whatever, you get me? So things like that are all very important to us, because they're not things that we actually put, you get me? We discuss these things in the group, and we make sure that it's something that's adhered to. So
I mean, my one criticism is that maybe the host transitions between sound systems and everything could have been a bit more smoother in the judging and stuff like that, because, you know, for me, I like that type of stuff to go a bit more
1000%.
quicker than the Jamaican dancehall clashes.
No, if you're 100% right, and we discussed that as well. And this year we've put something in place that's going to make that more seamless. With all due respect to Milk Tray and Frisky, who hosted it last year, they did a good job of what they did,
cool.
given their clash experience, which is none, to be perfectly honest. But this year we're going to have a representative of Slow Jams, and then we're going to have a representative of Clash. So there's going to be an experienced Clash referee.
Okay, wicked.
Transition in between.
Okay, can we ask who they are, or is this
can.
cool? Well, come on then. Let's have the names. Oh, okay.
So the first one is Clash Kid. Clash Lord? Clash Kid?
Clash Lord.
Clash Kid.
Oh, Cash Kid. Okay,
Cash
Doubled
Kid.
it up.
Let me get it right. Apologies.
Okay.
And Mr. Sophisticated.
Okay, Courtney.
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 Yeah, good.
Okay, so who's VAR? Is there no VAR?
There is a VAR.
Oh, that's good.
But it's not.
So, did you have a VAR last year?
No.
You didn't have
there
one
wasn't.
last year?
And we'll
So
get
again-
into that.
Again,
Let's not jump before we get into that. Let's get into that.
so obviously, like Ray spoke about earlier, when he's asking the questions about how we want to improve. That was one of the improvements that we spoke about, and obviously what Reggie mentioned in terms of the streamlined transition of the hosts. So, but in regards to the VAR, yes, we definitely do have a VAR. It is something that will be revealed, just like how the contestants were in the near future. Well, very near future.
Before I go back to Richie, I want to ask you about the concepts, the design concepts, the video that we saw in the beginning. It's obviously a step up on what you did like last year. Very much high quality videos. Like, I know what your artwork is like. I know what your production is like. Take me through the concept of how you developed that, because everybody's saying the same thing at the end. So what gave you that? What inspired you to do your creatives like that for this Slow Jams Clash?
I suppose that's like telling you my secrets, but
Yeah.
Stephen Bartlett does. Go on.
People got to learn.
Now, to be honest, I've clashed. Doing stuff for clashes is not new to me. I've done so many clashes before.
As in artwork, because that's your game.
Artwork,
Yeah.
So
You're a creative.
I'm a creative.
Yeah.
And
But tell us some of the stuff that you've done, because you've done quite a lot.
yeah, I've done World Clash. That happens in America. It happened once here. All the UK Cup clashes
Cup clash.
from 06 right up until when they finished. I can't remember what year they finished, to be fair. So there's so many things.
Hey, don't leave me out, bro. No, you can't do that.
I ain't got a mind of an elephant, so you're gonna have to prompt me here.
Hold on.
Sorry, yes, crying in the street sounds. Crying in the street sounds.
No, hold on. No. You're still leaving out a product, bro. What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I need to.
No, it was Coco.
Thank you. What, you don't do none of Coco?
No, but
wait,
we're talking about
no.
clashing,
We were
You're talking
discussing
about clash
clash.
experience.
Yeah, but we're talking about artwork.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
We're talking about artwork.
We're talking about your creativity.
I'll get to Coco, but because you started off in terms of what inspires me to do the clash stuff.
I'm sure that Coco inspired you along the way somewhere. Come on, let's just talk. Let's just be honest with this.
So there's a lot of stuff that I probably wanted to do back then and couldn't do. And obviously because technology's moved on in a vast way. You know, there's a lot of artificial AI stuff that you can use to advantage now. I still take stuff into sort of 3D packages as well because AI doesn't always get it right. It's very good, very, very advanced. But sometimes there's tweaks that you want to do that it just won't achieve in the time that you want it to achieve. In time you want to achieve it. So some of the stuff actually, like for example, like the eagle and those things, I've used them previously, but just not in an animated version, in an animated way. Sorry. So yeah, a lot of the inspiration has always been there. It's just now I've got creative freedom. I can unleash.
What gives you that creative freedom?
Yeah, I suppose it's my baby, isn't it? You know, so when it's your baby, it's a different thing. You stroke it, you pat it, you do it. You know, you deal with it differently. Not that Coco gets any less because
Yeah, but I like the simplicity of the Coco branding. No, it's not as it oozes class from the imagery that you use.
And I think all of us, we salute you on your creativity and your work because. Every time you put something out, the public always compliments it and says, oh my gosh. Even the one you've just done, I think you've just done Lolly's one. Is that you? Breakfast? That wasn't you?
No.
Oh, you ever done that? No. They got their thumbs up too.
Yeah. We got that wrong, didn't they?
Yeah, I got that wrong. But, you get a lot of compliments from the general public saying, this artwork is fantastic.
Yeah, I just try to make it as engaging as possible. I'd also have fun with it, and that's the main thing.
I think you guys have done the right thing because if I were to try and introduce friends that don't understand clashing and slow jams, but like slow jams, when I came with a lady from Luxembourg, and she was like, "What the fuck?" She couldn't believe what was happening. But as a promo.
Yeah,
you're thinking to yourself,
international woman now. Yeah, so y'all go out. All right.
Listen. Okay. So for her, when I first showed her, what it was that we were going to, she was already sold on it, and getting there and experience it was cool. With these, I mean, like Ray said, stepped up to a whole new level, and that is the window for your brand. And I think if you guys have probably sold out tickets already.
But before we go on that, if I'm 100% honest, I need to give Richie his flowers. And the reason why I say that is when he sent me the audio for the one that we just watched, I voice noted him back and I said, mate, I've listened to this like 10 times over, and you've really, really made me feel like I need to match this. Because it was so strong, it was so powerful, and hopefully I did a good job of that.
Lucky for me, it's a match made in heaven because I'll come up with random stuff. Like I'll just be sitting there and I think, you know what? Yeah, let's talk some crap on you get me, in regards to it or whatever. And then I just found some cinematic music, put it to it, spaced it out to make it sound more dramatic, and sent it to him. I said, "Bring this to life."
And
you
that's
get
what
me.
you done.
And then I just sort of all of the other sounds that were on the bill, I sent them pretty much the same memo. I'll send them my one and say, look, I want to just replicate the same thing. I don't want it to be biased. I don't want mine to be, you get me? I want everyone's to be poignant, everyone's to be punchy so that we can reach out to all of your supporters to come and represent for you as well. I don't want to be back on this podcast you telling me about it's bias. And no. I want your people in the dance and no one can't tell me nothing. So I want everyone's to be sick. Me personally, I think After Dance was the best one.
Someone said that Gary didn't look like Gary, but apart from that, yeah, it probably was. But playtime done now. Playtime done now. Let's get a bit deeper. So, pause. So why did I know? So when we're talking about the clash, you're a reigning champion. You won. The crowd gave it to you. You defeated. Was it 5-0 in the last round with Studio Express?
I lost count, if I'm honest. I think they may have got a one tune. I'm not sure.
They did. They got one vote.
Tune.
One tune.
Yeah, they did.
They got one tune. How did you feel when you had, because everybody had, well, the majority of people had Studio Express as favourites, and they probably are going into this clash as favourites still.
I'll be honest. I was confident in us, because in terms of, I knew that everyone's thought that it was going to be a dub plate. I knew that it's not going to be about no dub plates. It never is. Like you said, a girl from Luxembourg, you think she cares that whichever artist is calling my name in a tune? They couldn't care. 90% of that dance, they just want to sing along to the words that they know. The girls want to come out and have a good time. They want to think back to that nostalgic time when they first heard that song or whatever. That's what makes people move. That's what makes them, you get me, get into their feels in the dance. That's what's going to win that crowd over. So minimal sort of dub plate in the mix or whatever, just to sort of acknowledge the concept of the clash, but at the same time it's got to be majorly about the music. And I knew that's what I was coming there to do.
So have you taken it easy on dub plate cutting on this one?
100%, because if I'm honest, we probably played 60% of the, maybe not even 60% of the dubs that we voiced for that dance played, because it got to a stage where I just realised it served this purpose. It's no longer about, read the crowd. The crowd are singing along. The biggest forwards that we're getting, apart from when my daughter done the dance or whatever, the biggest forwards that we're getting are from a good intro to a song connecting and the crowd responding and singing along.
You know what I think? Sorry, Ray. You know what I think won that clash for you? The story. You on the mic. Story behind what you were playing. You created a kind of image for the ladies when you were introducing certain records, talking about, your boyfriend, this, blah, blah, blah. Ladies, if you, that type of stuff. I think that's what won you the
But this
clash.
is it. That's why I say New Attraction couldn't voice 1,000, 10,000 worth of dub plates. They still haven't got me. They can't voice me.
Yeah, you did well. You did well. You did well.
We've got him coming on in a minute. And I'm sure he's going to have a lot to say about that.
He's had a lot to say already.
Do you think, so one of the bits that got me, and he was supposed to be here. I don't know what's happened to him. I don't know if he got scared or anything. And he was my outsider tip, which was Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny
Not just
Movie
you,
Star.
because EastEnder back.
You both lost
I
money.
backed him too.
Against his own son.
You both lost money.
Now, Johnny would say that there was one round that, or maybe two, but there was one round in particular that he got penalised for playing what some people would call like a yard kind of
like souls.
A yard souls.
Yeah.
When you ran that back in your mind or you listen back to the audio, did you think that
One of the
was
tunes that
unfair?
I'm certain that Johnny played was Mariah Carey, Always Be My Baby. Now, if I ask all three of you right now, is
Go on.
Always Be My Mariah Carey a slow jam? None of you are going to tell me yes.
Okay, so what I would say to you is, what parameters did you have for slow jams? Because
So we stated slow jams that fall under the bracket of slow jam, rare groove, classic soul that could be deemed as a slow jam, because everybody's concept of slow jam can be different. Some people see a slow jam as what you can rub up a woman to. Some people can see a slow jam as the BPM.
Yeah, but what genre was you? So what genre was you focused on? And let me explain.
But what I'm saying is, Ray, regardless of what genre, what parameters you're working with, under no parameters is Mariah Carey always be my baby.
Yeah, but Mariah. Okay, here's my argument.
God, yes.
So Mariah Carey is similar to playing "Bad Girl" by Usher. For me personally,
Bad Girl.
yeah.
And for me, that's not a slow jam.
You know, did somebody play that? I'm sure somebody played
absolutely
that.
not.
Did
Played
somebody play
Superstar.
Bad
Yes,
Girl?
they
Oh,
did.
was it Superstar?
Someone
I'm
played
sure
Bad
somebody
Girl.
played
Who
Bad
played
Girl.
Bad Girl?
Someone played Bad Girl.
I'm sure somebody played Bad
Probably
Girl.
Johnny again.
Somebody played Bad Girl.
200 times.
Okay, all right. It must be Superstar then. All right.
So what you are saying, or you saying?
I think Always Be My Baby would classify it as a slow jam.
Yeah,
Because it appeals for a different generation.
exactly.
So their generation would classify that as a slow jam.
Well, look, like T said, every issue that we faced last year, we're trying to make sure we don't face this year.
Yeah, but a man got eliminated based on that.
He got eliminated on merit. We made
No.
He got eliminated.
he weren't
He
that.
got 2 yellow cards.
He got a red card. as
No,
well.
you didn't get a red card. You got 2 yellow cards.
got two yellow
So
cards.
you offended twice. Remember, I got 2 yellow cards as well. You know, so the same way that it was for you to get.
So how did you get back
your
on there?
yellow card?
Because
He
no,
never
I didn't
deserved
des-
his.
because I didn't deserve my yellow card. The referees,
Yeah, the referees
'cause
made
even
a
though
mistake.
it was biased and rigged for me to win.
Yeah.
The same referees that we employed eliminated me for playing a song
That
Yeah,
never
they
got
said
played.
They never got
Celebrity
played.
Super played. They
Yeah,
said
he
Celebrity
didn't play
Super
it.
played. H-Town knocking the boots. So obviously, naturally, I'm looking at my DJs like, how? Because we're supposed to be deleting tunes as they play to make sure that this hiccup doesn't happen. So I'm like, I'm livid. I'm fuming. So Celebrity Super then circled back the stage and said, which H-Town? No, I never played no H-Town. So I said, tell the referee. So he went over to Frisky and Milk Tray and he said, on my mother's life, here's my Serato, what I played. I did not play H-Town. So these guys have clearly heard the tune in the car on the way to the dance and thought that it's in their memory. And you know what? Let me penalise Richie then.
But you know, you got a man that plays souls, and this was part of the conversation in the first podcast that we do with you guys. Can souls be played?
But as I was saying, as I was saying, to answer your question, like T said earlier, we're trying our best to improve on
So
every
you're admitting
hiccup
that there was a
we-
mistake there.
That
No,
was
I'm
wrong
not
there.
saying there's a mistake.
No, you
because
because
I'm not saying
moving
it's a
it
mistake.
along.
I'm saying that there's a grey area and it's down to perception. And
Well, it's not
perception
grey-
can't be specified in when you're dealing with a clash and it's elimination or non-elimination or a man getting life in jail or it not being against the law. We can't have room for grey areas.
But that's why VAR's there.
With this as well. So another reason, but just to land at the first point, to eliminate there being any sort of grey area concerning that, this time round, there will not be a yellow card issued for stepping out of the genre of slow jam. It will be down to the crowd perception and the referee
So are we
to
saying
gauge.
then? Are we saying that Always Be My Baby is
Can
not
play.
slow jam?
If you're a madman,
no, are
I'm-
we saying it's not slow? Are we saying it's not slow jam?
But my opinion, as somebody who plays slow jams, is I'm not playing that in a slow jam set. Raymond, tell me you're honestly going to play that in your slow jam set.
I agree with these gentlemen here.
What that is, it can be a slow jam.
It's a perception thing.
Right, but that's exactly what I'm saying, though, innit? Because it's down to perception. Let's remove the element of perception being a deciding factor and say that if you choose to play something that may not be deemed as a slow jam, we're going to let it play, but we'll allow the crowd to consider that when they're voting and decide as to whether, if you feel as if they played something that's not a slow jam, don't vote for them.
Is a reggae refix a slow jam?
No, so that is a blatant cross genre, and that's a yellow card offence.
Why did you play?
Because I'm a wrong'un.
And you got away with it.
I didn't get away with it.
didn't get away with it. Got card.
You got a card.
You got a card.
But I was willing to take my. It wasn't. But remember,
He was so confident that it was rigged that he decided, let me get the card.
That's exactly what it was. I said, you know what? I'm going to take my yellow card for this, but I played MA in dub.
Yeah.
MA is another MC that's on the same circuit as all of them, man.
that can
it's
pass.
like
Yeah,
sleeping
I
with
get
the
you.
enemy, innit? I'm gonna come in your circuit and play one of your peers.
Yeah, that was good.
'Cause
That was good, I have to say.
Dodd and them, like, you man are going on like you lot are the top host and you lot's circuit.
Yeah, no, that was
like
good.
You're forgetting about
Going on like. Going on like. No, I'm asking you. You're the one saying
But
it. I'm
this is
asking
the
you.
art of war, isn't it?
No, but I'm asking. No, but you're saying he's going on like he's one of the top guys.
Or the GOAT. The greatest of all time. So it's for me to then challenge that and to bring
But are
MA.
you saying that? But are you saying that they're not?
Who?
Oh wow.
You threw some aspirations on them. I'm just
GOAT.
asking for you to clear it up.
Here's what I will say.
Because you got to be straight, because you're going back to clash them again. So I just want to be, I don't want anybody to say that there was any grey lines in this interview.
Naturally,
yeah?
but I've always been respectful of the GOAT. I've always told you guys.
It's not only the GOAT, though, is it?
No, but I was
the GOAT and
referring
Ali.
to the GOAT
Yeah.
and Ali. And I specifically always say that even though my dad had me in the living room playing his 7 inches from I was 7, 8 years old, one of my inspirations in music is Studio Express. Seeing Dodd, when I used to play for his dad on the coach trips and all that, I remember warming up the dance and then Dodd them coming on after me. Dodd and Ali came on after, and they smashed the place up to the point of like,
Okay.
I'm going to do what they do one of these days.
So you found a way to put them back in this one, right? So
Well, they came second, so the winner and the runner-up has to go in
you're
again.
fine. What about New Attraction? I mean, like, you put them in a clash. Why did you deem him worthy of being in this clash?
Because they're a good soul sound. I feel that they're a good soul sound. They're representative of they represent their corner. They've got their following. And the other thing is as well, is managing the egos that come with this, putting on this clash. And all of these people who say that they're willing to be in it, and they run their podcast and they talk a good fight and say that they've won X amount of clashes in the past, and then they won't enter the clash. Sometimes it's hard to get contestants to actually back their talk and deal with it.
So the other contestant
You know
you've
what I'm
got-
talking about?
No, I don't. Hold on one second. The
But
other
you said you
contestant
wanted to
got there.
mention it, innit? So you know what I'm talking about.
I was actually going to talk about something
mention
else.
some of the other
I was
people
going to
in
talk about
there.
something. I was
Can I
going to
just
say,
mention-
when you said about entering,
Yeah.
I have to say, I didn't see. Did you see an application process?
No.
Did you see an application process?
No, he saw an application process. He's had the email.
No.
Is it?
He's had the email. He's had a
I
phone
didn't
call.
know. I
2
would have.
years in a
Even
row.
I would have put myself in.
No.
I would have applied.
Anyway,
I would have applied.
It's not. Listen. It's
need a
not.
mic.
Come on. If you're going to come at the, if you're going to come for the top, if
Yeah.
you're going to come for the top, be
Yeah.
a bit more respectful.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying,
Should I have brought my trophy in? Should I have
you
brought my
should have
trophy
brought
in
it
to
in
talk
there. You
to
should have
you?
brought it in. Lucian, tell me about Lucian, because let's just go through the, let's go through the lineup. Tell me about him.
So Lucian's, we what we always want to do is we want to have representation for all eras, and we don't want it to be an old man event. We don't want it to be a picnic event. Like T said earlier on, what was great about the last one is 3 generations were raving together. Just like when we come to Coco, we'll see people raving with their mums. I can go there with my dad. I can go there with my mum. I can go, well, not my daughter, but I can go there with his daughters, and we can rave from 19, 20 years old upwards to 70 years old. And having the DJs and sounds also reflect that is important. It's
So
integral.
what's his standout bit of his? Because I don't really know. I don't think I've ever. I may have heard him play, but I just don't know. I just can't remember that stuff. So I don't really know much about him.
It's not that I would say that he's like the representing of the youth, but he's closer to sort of our age or slightly younger. So he will bring a more youthful element to the clash.
Right.
Musically, he's got musical knowledge that similar to us, whereas we come from good stuff. So as much as certain tunes that we're playing are before our time, that's what we're grown on. So it comes to us naturally. So likewise, I will sing his praises in terms of that as well.
And After Dark.
You want that one? After Dark, again, like I remember playing in Brockwell's every Thursday night for Gary for £50. It used to cost me £50 to drive there and back home. But you know what I mean? I was in Virgo's on Old Kent Road with Bradley Lee and all that, playing with After Dark when I was 17, 18 or whatever, whatever age. I've grown.
So these are your personal, some of your personal favourites, but what's the one standout? What stands out about After Dark? Why you wanted to invite them to be part of this?
Again, I wouldn't say it's a personal favorite thing.
Is it
It's
music?
more a case of
Is it-
musical representation. I know that After Dark can play good slow jams and soul music.
Yeah.
It's one of their fortes. I've seen them on RJS, Bun Down a Dance in an RJS in Malaga or wherever it was, play in that genre. So for me, it's more about, is the end user, is the person who's in the dance going to enjoy the way that sound play music? Yes. You know what I mean? So whether it's a strong contestant against me, even better. I don't want to play up against a beating stick. I want to play against people who are also musically good.
Okay, I'm going to ask you who you reckon the beating stick is going to be when you come back on, when you come back after Jeff comes on. But just before we pause, the wild card is left, isn't it? So there's New Attraction, New in a Roadshow, Studio Express, After Dark, Lucian.
And then C6 and Dizzle is the wild card.
Yeah.
And how did you get that combination together?
Me and T was sort of banging our heads together at pause at some stage to try to work out who that last sort of wild card was going to be. We don't want it to always be like a reggae element. Like so obviously we did Movie Star Johnny last year. I think it
He
was
brought
very...
Andrew Fresh Kid. Shouts out to Andrew
Yeah,
Fresh
he
Kid
brought
as well.
Andrew along with him, and I had no gripes with it because I don't think that Johnny took it as serious as he feels like he should have.
Yeah, but
That's
he
a
had a
good
lot
thing for
going
you
on
lot then, isn't it?
at
No,
the time, though.
not at all, because I want everyone to be at their best. I don't want no one to have an excuse.
But
You
he
get
had a
me?
lot going on, and the fact that he still turned up.
Yeah,
was a
to be
good
fair,
thing, you know.
I'll give, and I said it on the mic on the night as well, that you know what, credit to Johnny, because he just lost his dad, and he still,
R.I.P. Daddy.
yeah, he still came out and represented. And as far as I'm concerned, he gave a couple, apart from the couple of tunes that was out of the genres, he gave a good account of himself, and he had to win people over because it wasn't a case of, don't get me wrong, the dance was in West, there was a few West London people there that know him, but he didn't specifically bring his crowd to that dance.
Okay.
And regardless of how much times I go outside his dances and flyer for it,
So before we pause, who's your beating stick?
New Attraction.
Leave it there. We'll be right back with New Attraction. Don't go anywhere. Pause right there.
Contestant number 5. Reveal yourself.
Yo, people. This is G-Shot representing the New Attraction sound. And not because you hear the word new, don't think we're some newbies to this. We've been around a long time before some of these sounds have even come out of nappy. There's a slow jams clash going down on the 21st of March 2026. And yes, New Attraction definitely going to be there in the mix. I heard a man say, every dog has his day. And what is a dog to a goat? Well, hear what? This is not no dog or puppy thing. This is something where New Attraction comes to win. There is a big clash going down. Epic. It's going to be a movie. There's too much chattings. We're not in no chatting thing. We're about doing the do. Getting that trophy and bringing it home to East London. And this ain't going to be no fun thing. I'm actually friends with most of the DJs on the bill. But guess what? People, can I just tell them this? On the 21st March 2026, it's all over. Fronting out the window. We're going to be enemies on the day. Clear time. Done.
And we're back from that video. And you're this bad man you get.
Fair. Real gunshot. Real bad man.
Welcome to the beating stick.
That's not me. You know. I know. It's a
Can we
publicity stunt.
So, yeah, let's say G-Shot. Let's just be nice. Because I do remember at one point in your life, you were saying, there's no more G-Shot. You must call me by my government name, but I suppose we best stick on
G-Shot today.
G-Shot today.
Negativity, but this is war. This is war. In war, you have to have your gun.
How do you
Rapid burst.
So, which sound do you have in your what do they call them in your ear? Whatever they call them, the target
In the sights.
in the
Scopes.
sights. Yeah.
I don't have no sound in my scope. Everyone's a target. Everybody's a target.
Is there bigger targets than some, or you just
It's not
taking
everyone's the
everybody
same.
that's on
Everyone's the
lane?
same. Everyone's the same. Everyone's got their their own style of warring and whatever, and I have mine, and they're in the clash. So you're not bigger than anybody. Everyone's the same.
How seriously are you taking it?
I'll be honest with you, it's not something that I'm preparing for, in the sense that I have to go out and prepare and make a playlist or go and buy this or buy.
What?
No,
You're not preparing?
Is that because you're fully loaded already?
No, it's not that. We've been playing music. Slow jams is something what we've been playing from Dessa. You understand? So we got slow jams. Why do I have to go and prepare a set to come and play the Clash of Man?
Yeah, but you would do if it's Fifth Avenue though, so you're not taking
No, I
that
wouldn't.
back seriously.
No, I wouldn't.
You would.
No, you're
No,
a
you
baby
would.
just like them.
You would.
Same target.
Plan
Got a
and
target on
prepare
your
or
back,
prepare
same
to
way,
fail,
bro.
mate.
No, I'm not preparing. It's not something I'm preparing for.
Wow.
I'm used to playing music.
We understand that, but
But you must.
I've been in a few clashes already.
yeah, but it's now at a stage, this brand,
No.
where it is a reputation thing on the line. So
But you think I'm going in there to play around? And my name is my name.
If you fail to plan, you plan to fail.
I don't care.
Because
you
you're
say what
gonna
you have to
have-
say. At the end of the day, believe when I say I'm not going to go home and start sitting down and going through.
I think he is, you know. I think he's
Through
going to do
files
that.
and
All right.
I think he's trying to just fool us because there's no way that you're going to say that.
you're not going to remember every single
the
tune
amount
they
of
play.
tunes that get played. I heard Richie
Yeah.
just say that he expected his selectors to delete songs that had been played throughout the night just to make sure.
But that's on the night. That's on the night.
Yeah,
That's,
so obviously then you can have your list,
inevitable.
right?
That's what's going to happen anyway. If we hear a tune that's played, it's going to be out the computer, innit?
Okay, here's a scenario. You get picked to play, what's it, 5 sounds, right? You
Six
come on
sounds,
you come on
including
6 on the night. And
Because there's a warm-up round. Because what we did go through, and they'd probably, if we get it a bit wrong, there's a warm-up round which nobody gets eliminated from what I hear. So it's just a warm-up light. So you're free to play however you want to play. Select what you want to select. You know, from whichever folder that you want to go in, you can do that.
Yeah.
And then it probably gets more serious throughout the round. So the next round would probably be an elimination round, which will probably maybe just another next step of the warm-up round, which I don't think would have any descriptions to the music that you can play. Probably be you've got 15 minutes, so do your thing, and then the crowd vote. You don't think there's any of that you have to prepare for just to get to that point?
Honestly speaking, Ray, we've been playing music. Like I said, we've been playing music for years. I have slow jams. You know how many slow jam tunes there is?
and that's what I'm saying.
You know how many
There's
slow
so
jams?
many that sometimes you got to
I have
kind of
different
like
categories.
condense
I have
it to
different folders.
have
I have
focus.
different folders in my laptop of slow jams.
Okay.
Different categories of slow jams. So I know I can go to any one of these at any point.
The silence is golden.
No, but I'm being serious though. I'm not.
But, I mean,
It's not like I'm not taking it serious. I'm taking it serious. One thing, if I go into something like, if I say yes, I'm going to enter something like this, I'm going in there to win.
so what? Okay, apart from wanting to win, what else do you think that you entered this clash for? Is it because the guys
do you
were
get
paying
out of
good
it?
money?
Yeah.
Was
What
the
do you
bag
get?
good money?
Or is it the trophy?
Do you know
is it
what?
the recognition?
I've been in so many clashes already. I've done a rare groove clash. I've done two clashes with you guys in it anyway. I just love the concept. I go to clash dances. I fly out and go to clash dances. I love clash. I just love the fight. It's nice. I like just seeing it, you know. And that's me. I'm that type of person.
Competitive nature of
Yeah, I'm
of it,
that type of person. I'm like that anyway, you know. So
What was your take then from the? I assume you were you at the last?
no,
clash?
I wasn't
Okay.
there. I was actually playing somewhere else.
Did you hear anything about it, or did you see any footage or anything
To
from
be
it?
honest with you, I've not heard no audio. I've not seen no footage.
I was going to ask you what you thought of it.
No, but
Last time.
I've heard the buzz on the street, and I know it's a good thing. If it wasn't something good, I wouldn't be going into it. You understand? So I've heard what's being said about it, and that, but I've not actually heard no audio or anything.
So, G, how did that call go then?
I just got a call from Richie, and it's just like, you know, listen. If someone calls me for a clash, I'm going in. I'm that competitor.
You never asked about the rules. You didn't ask about how much money you're going to get. You didn't ask about who else is in the competition. You just said yes.
I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah,
I've not mentioned nothing about no money. I've not been told nothing about money. But like I said,
Do you want a manager?
no, it's not about money for me. Bro, you know what? You know how my thing set already. You know? This money thing is money thing. I got money in it. Yeah, we know this. Yeah, I'm the guy in something for the love. Yes, they're gonna have to sort out something, and they can't come with no 150 and that. But they know that clash money different. Yeah, man, clash money different.
Clash money.
You know the thing.
How many of you talking about?
Richie know the thing, man. Richie know the thing.
Who else is in New Attraction?
Yeah.
Who else is New Attraction?
What, H. We have K Splash.
Is that the new Lolly sort of?
No, the female.
The female Lolly sort of?
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, wasn't Lolly in New Attraction?
Lolly was in the sound. Lolly was in the sound. She may even pop up.
Aye. Okay.
One thing that I must commend you on that you're one of the sounds out there that give females a platform, and there ain't many sounds out there in our circuit that do that or have given a platform to female selectors. Why do you do that? You know, why do you give them an opportunity?
You know what? I deal with people on their merits and what I see. Lolly, I used to come to the dances and see Lolly playing, and I would just say to myself, "Nah, this girl can hold her own, and she actually knows music." So I went back to the man and said, "Listen, I've seen this girl, and I think we should try and get her in the sound." So they said they've heard of her, so I just got a contact for her, and I spoke to her, and then she entered the sound.
And then K Splash.
K Splash. When I first saw K Splash, K Splash was 14 when I first saw her, and she couldn't mix, but she could select a certain amount of music. I actually put her on our Clacton and Sea event with like 4,000 people there, and I actually made her play on that dance, and she did well. But she was going through school and that, so I didn't want to take her out of her schooling and everything and cloud her mind. I just let her do her schooling, and when she finished school, we put her on board, and in fact, she's one of the hottest mixers out there right now. She's really
She'll be part of the night. K Splash will be part of the night.
Maybe.
It depends.
Maybe.
It depends.
Yeah, maybe.
They haven't prepared yet.
Maybe.
They haven't prepared, so anything can happen.
Maybe. Why I like K Splash, K Splash concept of while she stays in the slow jam remit, her mind thinks different to how we think.
Because she's a younger generation, isn't it?
Her mind is different, and there's an element for her to actually feature in this clash and actually make a point and make a difference to the dance. So
It's part of the plan then, yes?
she's New Attraction. So anyone who's New Attraction is part of the plan.
So there's someone else that you missed out of it.
Who's that?
No, Freddie? No?
That's our manager. Freddie's the manager.
But you never admitted to Freddie being a manager a minute ago. I mean,
everyone knows Freddie's the
Freddie,
manager.
you know I got
Freddie's the one that will go and see Richie after.
Is that the one?
Yeah, Freddie make that call. Richie. Yeah.
In fact, there's a couple of people that you haven't mentioned. One who's no longer here. Big up, Mr. C.
Mr. C. Yeah. R.I.P. Mr. C.
Big him up. No Jazzy?
No, jazz is just jazz. We are.
I could resist that. I could resist that.
Jazz is just jazz.
He might appear on the night.
No, he may be in the crowd watching, but
there's no space for him on there. No.
It's not. There's no space. Jazz is not with the sound no more.
Okay.
We respect him. He's doing his thing, and he respects what we're doing. We're doing our thing. Understand? His thing is his thing. Our thing is our thing. So.
Are there any tunes that you're looking forward not to hear on the night? So you're saying, nah, then keep that.
Let them lot play it.
No, not really. Listen, slow jams is slow jams, and like you said, you're gonna have different ages of people in the dance. So I don't think there's no tune to say eradicate out the box that we're not going to definitely play. If it's slow jams, if it has a need to play that night, it will play.
Has your team looked at the rules and studied the rules? Or you haven't done that yet?
No, I haven't. I've not even been given the rules.
What? No rules have been given out yet.
Okay.
Part of the strategy.
But going back to the
But I'm never caught out. You know, I'm quick. You know?
Going back
That's
to
what
the
they call me.
plan, to the
Gunshot.
planning.
We're fast with it.
I want to go back to the planning thing because that is a crucial point. What you just mentioned, that you have to be. There must be some idea, literally, of where you want to go with your brand as the sound system on the night with slow jams. There must be.
No, there ain't.
So
Because do you know what? Let me tell you something. Why I stopped planning for dance. Yeah. Three times I've planned. I've sat at home for maybe 3, 4, 5 hours setting playlists. I get to the dance. That playlist not even getting looked at. It's because it's what's in front of you at the time, you know. So I may set for a dance and then hear a next man playing them tunes, and maybe I just see the crowd didn't even move to them tunes. So guess what? I don't even play them tunes again. I just freestyle it. We freestyle it as we go along.
do you think "Always Be My Baby" is a slow jam?
Yeah, I would class it as a slow jam.
Okay.
Why would you class it as a slow jam? What's your reason for it?
It's just a tune that I'm used to hearing as a slow tune. Slow jam, listen, a slow jam is a slow tune. A man and woman can wrap up and feel nice to that tune. It's a slow jam.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. The older heads and the younger heads, they think different, right?
Yeah, but you know, someone should be able to put the two in, put the two together and say,
That's for the crowd. Like you said, that's
the
for
crowd
the crowd.
and the judge.
That's for the crowd to decide.
Absolutely.
You know, it's a good thing that he's removed that element from the clash.
So let's say you knew in a roadshow who are saying that you're the beating stick, coming with a Motown record. Off the top of my head, give me a slow jam. Apart from Marvin Gaye,
brother. I don't know. He called you a beating stick.
Yeah,
that alone. No, that alone is a disrespect. You know.
And they play that, and it tears down the place. But it's it's not classified.
Can I do it? He don't rate you at all, brother. No, I'm just saying. He called you a beating stick, brother.
Rate, man.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
trying to keep it civil.
No,
because
no. It's just
trying to match
sinking in
G's
now.
energy. He's not trying to go down that route.
He called him like we're talking slavery times, bro.
Django.
No. Did you call him Django? Look, yo, shut. You've got to have an answer back for that because Richie's the type of guy that will play these moments back on the podcast where he called you a beating stick and try and have something for you. So
And clip it.
If I wasn't here, he wouldn't have said that. He has to come in next. He's got to say that. You understand? But listen.
Do you reckon that he rates you?
He has to rate me. What do you mean if he rates me?
Do you rate him?
Of course I rate him.
How much do you rate him? But how much do you rate him as a sound?
No, listen.
For that night.
For
Because
that night.
bearing in mind that me and you know he was in nappies when we started this.
Listen to this. I know what Ray's trying now, but yeah. I say, listen. I did say even in my
No, you said he was in
video, I
nappies.
said,
I'm not
listen,
saying nothing new.
me and most of these man them on this in this clash are friends. Do you understand? But you see, on the night,
Playtime done.
Let me ask you.
I'm not even playing, bro. It's not even a play thing. You understand what I'm saying?
You get to
it's a serious thing.
You get to the finals. It's 1-for-1 with another sound. Who do you fear the most?
In a 1-to-1 setting, which sound out of all of them do you fear? Or who would give you the most trouble? Because I know you're going to say there's nobody I fear. Yeah, sorry to put words in your mouth.
Let me give you a sound because you're obviously looking for a sound. Because you know I don't care who's in front of me. You understand what I'm saying? You got tunes, I got tunes, and it's where how your mind thinks on the night. You understand? And who connects with the crowd on the night. But if we're saying, I would say studio.
You don't want them in the final, so they're a sound that you're saying.
I want them. I
But
don't
they
mind.
got beat up anyway. They got a 5-1.
No.
It was a 5-1 beating, bro. 5-1 beating.
I'd still say studio, to tell you the truth. Studio, like I said, they've been from down there, right up to now.
They haven't won anything yet.
It's not about win. They can play tunes.
Yeah, but you're in the clash.
No,
They can play tunes.
let's just talk. They haven't won a clash yet. Well, they did. They got one that was.
They shared the trophy.
They shared a trophy.
So what's up? Must I fear Richie because he just won a trophy just the other day?
I'm not saying that you're supposed to.
But he's a current reigning champion. So
are you not?
course.
You're not
Honest with you.
paying Richie then? Is that what you're saying?
Depending on the crowd, yeah, I'm not even being biased or anything, and I don't think Richie's got the volume of tune what
Yeah, but
Ali does, and
but
the
we
experience
ascertained it's
and the
not just about the
experience
tune.
of tunes of what Studio had.
Yeah, but I said
But-
that he beat
but-
everybody with the story because the tunes he played, most people can play them, but it was
Right.
the story that sold it
Then
to the
that's
crowd.
story. Everybody's got a story. They wouldn't have story.
So Studio Express
What
are
you
still
saying?
favourites. So I believe Studio Express are still favourites. Do you believe Studio Express are still favourites? Because I don't believe that they can go home without it this time. Personally,
I think they can. They can go on without it. Definitely can go on without it.
Can I be honest and lay it on the cards? When they announced new attraction coming in, I said, "Wow, I think new attraction's going to take it." I honestly do.
My head's just, you see Clash, my head's just a different kind of head when it comes to Clash.
And I'm being
you know?
honest.
No, seriously, it's not.
No plating.
Ray knows, man. I fight, bro. I fight. You understand? And you know what? Sometimes, you know, see, you have some sounds here. Some sounds have some trophy in their cupboard that they shouldn't even have. Yeah.
wow.
I've got a couple trophies.
Yeah, that trophy don't belong to them. Yeah.
Wow.
And
Whose
if you
cabinet
listen-
you talking
and if
about
you
here,
listen-
man?
If you listen to audio, you know, the real people who know music knew what happened in that dance. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, him know the thing. Him know the thing.
Wow. No, but did you just throw aspirations on man's cabinet? But you didn't even. The thing is about that is that you didn't even say who. You just threw it out there like it's
Yeah.
on everybody.
I'm talking about reggae
talking
sound.
about dancehall
I'm
clashes.
talking about dancehall clashes. That talking about Fifth Avenue got one from Golden Palace here. They got one in their cabinet they shouldn't even have. You understand what I'm saying?
Which
There's
one
a
was
few of
that?
them. There's a few of them. There's a few of them. There's a few of them.
So,
You
Ray,
know one
trying
thing
to say
though,
that
one
you
thing-
got some.
But
Listen,
I've never
one
been
thing-
called beating
one-
stick. I've never been. I don't care what my trophy cabinet was. I've never been called beating stick in my life.
All on there. Yeah. You see what happens here? We have to give you credit though, because you know one thing with South London. Everywhere I go, yeah, you know, no matter if I go
anywhere.
Funky House, if I go anywhere I go, when they say big up North London, yeah, hey, big up West,
Which is-
yeah.
which is
But
where
when
you're
you hear
from, right?
South, it's
Yeah.
like. It's
So hold on.
it's like the whole world is South.
G.
So they go anywhere, but one thing with them, you know, they have they're loyal. South London people are loyal to South London sounds. You understand? So I'll give them that. You understand? But saying that the trophy they got, it's not theirs.
So can I ask you a question?
Why do you think your crowd gave you the trophy?
Why do you think Fifth Avenue didn't enter this year?
Oh, where you going there, my bro?
No, I'm asking that his opinion.
Why do I think?
Yeah, I want
To
your
be honest with you,
opinion.
I'm
Who's jumping up
surprised.
for?
I'm surprised it's not in there.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's not in there.
What do you
Because
think
he
it
should
is?
be in there. I think he should be the wild. Do a wild card and try him in. You understand?
You don't listen. You can't approach Mayweather like that, bro. You just can't. You know. And as I said, you respectfully, you have to be respectful.
So Ali can't approach Mayweather like that. Go sit down, boy.
You're not Ali.
What you feel like?
Oh, yeah. Put you on Ali.
Come on, bro, man.
No. Buster
Come on,
Douglas,
bro,
maybe,
man.
bro.
Come on, bro.
Ali, no, come on, bro. Come on. Let's not start this.
you got
Come on,
to
the
say
Serrata
this.
decks.
Let's go there,
Someone
bro.
bring out the Serrata decks now.
Let's go there, bro. Let's go there. Now. No, man.
Let's save it for the
Honestly,
night.
I'm surprised it's not on it.
Okay.
That would have been an interest. That would have been very interesting.
I think he's waiting
'Cause
for the
I always
winners.
wanna
Winners meets winners.
Take this
yes?
guy's
Winner
head
takes
off,
all.
man. Seriously.
That's the one he's waiting for.
Always.
I know Ray. Ray would do something stupid like Fifth Avenue versus the rest or something silly like that, right? That's
Why
what
is
he
that?
wants.
No, but why
That's
do you
what he
think
wants,
that's something
innit?
silly? No, why would you think that's something silly?
That's what he
What you
wants.
think? I can't take on the whole of them.
No.
Hollywood, danger.
Listen, you're
Hold on.
my favourite sound
Hold on.
system, yeah, but nah.
But you're supposed to.
It's
this
a bridge too far, that one.
please.
Anyway,
Yeah, if we just have some judges just judging the dance.
They've got judges.
Oh, you got judges.
No.
What do you
I
think about the judges?
I think judges is gonna play a big part.
So what do
And
you
they
think
have to
about
pay.
the judges that they've got?
Yeah, I don't see nothing wrong with them. I don't see nothing. I don't see anything wrong with them. They
Do you know them well? Your friends? You can backhander?
No, that's them. That's Richie them. That's Richie them. You know, so Richie get eliminated and put back in the clash.
Well,
2 yellow cards.
I'm looking forward.
Richie's the winner all around, you know. No matter what. No matter what.
Win, win, win.
Him win.
Win, win, win.
Him win. More than win.
Sure, we've got 1 minute left to you. Before you go, just to say that, what ends are you representing on the night? Because I don't think we've mentioned clearly the ends that you're representing.
Well, I'm North London, really. But, you know, North kind of slips into East. So, North East.
North, cool. Yeah. I look forward to hearing you on the night. I'm going to be neutral. I'm a clash guy myself. I just want to hear people win. You know what I mean? Whatever part they're doing is win. So, I do. What are you laughing at that? I do. And I hope that you represent your ends on the night to the fullest.
No doubt.
Last year, I said new in a roadshow. This year, I've put the anointment on you guys. So make sure you take it home.
You did say new win, innit?
Yeah.
So you got it right last year.
I've anointed you guys this year. So that's down, man.
You know, we're gonna come out and do our thing. We love doing it.
And the last one's going to be for you. So we've got Richie coming back on in a second, just to give the final little bits. What's your last word for Richie?
Just come with your A game, bro. Just come with your A game, and you know what? Pampers.
He's being humble. Pampers. He's being a politician.
Pampers. Walk with a 12-pack. Yeah? Walk with a 12-pack.
We'll be back in a minute with the final piece of this jigsaw, and we'll be putting it all together. Don't go anywhere. We're back from the beating stick to the Pampers. Are you really gonna have Pampers on the night there? Are you really gonna? Now, suppose he brings Pampers in there for you and put them on the stage.
Suppose I bring my trophy and put it on the stage.
Yeah, but that's the trophy he may take home this year.
No, there's a fresh one. There's going to be a fresh one.
Oh.
That one's staying where it is. The one that my daughter was drinking cereal out of, I may make my son drink the cereal out of it for this one with this new trophy.
You're not engraving a new name on the trophy. You're keeping that one for yourself, the old one, and putting a brand
old
new
trophy and a brand new trophy. I have to sit alongside it. Twins. Might wrap a Pampers around it too.
Richie, can you take us through the rules, the different rounds? Because obviously I said the first round was a warm-up, and I probably got that right. And no one's getting eliminated out of that round?
Yeah, I think that's what, again, like RT said earlier on, we're trying our best to sort of get everything right that we didn't last year. So last year, Galflex probably got the short end of the stick because they were pulled out of the hat first. So they played to not a full dance. So when it came to the voting of the first round, it's probably slightly unfair on Galflex because half of the people that were there voting never even heard Galflex. So this year, first round, non-elimination. Do you think the crowd were lucky not to have heard Galflex? Anyway, I'm joking. I'll be honest that a lot of people who have heard the audio, they were not impressed by and I know that Galflex, I know Simon and Dixie can play tune, but I just think they were thrown off by the fact that they had to play first and it wasn't, so it was just like a half-hearted effort.
They had a nice intro, didn't they? Bro?
It was, yeah. I wonder where they got that from. You are a Judas, you know. Why not take it really truly? You give man gun for kill your own son. What kind of father that?
No.
You give man gun for shot him.
That never came from me.
So what he's inferring to is that EastEnders' son is actually new in a roadshow.
Yeah.
And Cypher. So the team on the day will be. Before we go back to the rules,
it's always the full team. So as to whether I'm at the forefront of it, whether Cypher's behind the decks, whether Styles behind the decks, whether Hooli chips in or whatever, it's the team's the team. So regardless of which face it is.
So the first round is a warm-up round. And then the second round will be what?
Second round will be an elimination round. So 2 sounds will be eliminated.
Oh, you're
At
going
what
for 2
time is this though? Because as you said,
So the clash is going to start at 9 p.m. sharp.
Okay.
So regardless as to whether there's 100 people, 500 people in the dance, the clash is starting at that time. So we're encouraging everybody to please come out early. We don't want for any sound to feel if their name gets drawn out first that they've got a unfair advantage of playing to a half crowd or whatever. We want everyone to come out. No, don't treat it like a dance where you show up at
And
2
it's taking
a.m.
place where?
Taking place in West London,
And what date?
the 21st of March.
Yes. Okay. So that's the second round. 2 sounds get,
Eliminated.
and then the third round.
Same again.
Is there any specific? Is it just playing music, or
Yeah.
is it
So we didn't
all
wanna-
female or male round or
Yeah,
slow
why?
jams? What?
Why didn't you? Okay, why didn't you do something like a particular decade?
Don't want to make it too complicated.
The main reason.
What, you think them sounds in there got a low IQ?
No, not at all. I think that all of the sounds are more than capable. But the main reason is
So put it out when I end.
to be perfectly honest, is the main reason is the audience. We don't want to isolate anyone. We want for everybody who's in the dance. Like I said, it's about the experience. We don't want anyone to feel exempt or left out or like they're not being catered for.
But you can do an all female round or an all male round. That would have still kind of fit in with that, wouldn't it?
Definitely. I feel like, you see, like when they do it in dancehall, like then we'll have a vocal round or they'll have a
we can't do that in-
non-swearing round or you'll have an era of only 90s. Like, because there's so many different sort of niches that fall into that bracket, it's easy to do it with reggae or dancehall. But when you're specific, like you said on the last pod, like our slow jams that we're expecting to hear is going to be predominantly 90s slow jams, and then maybe coming up into the newer souls and the newer jams and that. So it's not as wide of a window, is it?
Okay, so that's crowd perception again on the third round as well.
Yeah.
Can you play neo soul?
Of course, if it falls onto that bracket as what you would perceive as a slow jam, then yeah.
But it's all dependent on the judges' knowledge.
Yes and no, because it's mainly dependent on the crowd response and if they're going to vote for that sound to go through. So if Fifth Avenue's your favourite sound and you're from South London and so you're repping South London, you're going to vote for them if they played the Teletubbies theme tune.
Even if we're not in the clash. So round 4 will be what?
Round 4 is going to be the final round between the two sounds, which will be a tune for tune shootout.
So hold on.
10
So
songs each?
it's 3 rounds of 2 rounds of 2 sounds getting eliminated from those rounds.
Yep.
And then the third round
Is
is
a tune
going to
for
be the
tune.
finals.
Yeah.
And it's how many rounds of that for each sound? So for
So it'll
instance,
be
is it first to 5 or first to 4?
It was supposed to be the best of 10, but I think when Studio Express started seeing it wasn't going their way, they just changed it last year and just decided, no, but we'll just keep playing. And I'm a good sport. I'm never going to say no, innit? I'm like, we still have tune left. No, come on then, let's keep going.
So last year, what was it? It was best of 10.
It was best of 10, yeah.
And you went.
So you were 6-1 then?
I can't recall the
lost count.
stats, if I'm honest.
Somebody lost
Yeah,
count.
somebody lost. No, I'm sure you definitely got to
It
6.
worked out that even if they, if it didn't matter, even if it did go to 10, because I think they had one majority of the rounds anyway.
So it was 6. So they got like in dominoes, like you got a 6. Stand up and go about your business.
Yeah. I don't get that regular, but yeah. In fact, not at all.
Well, join the club. You get me? I mean, they did get that. So who do you? So okay, apart from you and studio, who's your wild card? Who do you think might? No, you keep it first, T. I want to hear from you because you're not. Don't think that you're getting out of this. You went for Richie last year, so you obviously knew something that we didn't know. This year, who are you going for this year?
It's just a no-brainer again, isn't it?
Same.
This is a trick question.
New winner.
It can't.
Okay, so apart from
So
new winner,
are you excluding him then?
I'm going to exclude him.
All right. I feel Lucian. Lucian could do a little something. I'm interested. I'm intrigued to see
Okay.
how he performs and how the crowd respond to him. So
I think I will be as well.
yeah,
I think I will be as well. Richie, so apart from, I don't know, you've got your beating sticks. In fact, you've got your beating sticks because you had studio, you've got gunshot, After Dark, your beating stick.
Before I answer the question, I just wanted to address two things. First of all, last year, in my personal opinion, I think Special Touch played one of the best sets for the night.
Yeah, they did really well.
And I personally think that Special Touch should have been in the final with a Roadshow.
So what
and I
happened?
think the only reason why they wasn't is because if you know Special Touch, you know that they only sell tickets for Special Touch dances, and they didn't bring anybody to the dance, so they didn't get the right support.
That set which you clapped, what track stood out for you in that set that they played?
I don't want to say them all, so Gunshot can go home and download them because you know he ain't got them.
Dave Hollister.
Because you know he ain't got them.
Didn't they play the Dave Hollister? What was that studio? Yeah,
Someone played my favourite.
You know why? Because
special.
there's about 8 tunes that I put in a playlist for us to play in the next round, and he played every one of them, and I was vexed.
I hate when you have clashes and the best set. You're saying it yourself. They played really good, and they didn't get
but remember,
through.
I'm one opinion in it.
But
I've got my taste.
But you was right. They put on a good set, and they should have gone through to the next round.
But this is why it's imperative. Like the Studio Express, with due respect, they played well, but they had their people them in the dance.
So it's not about the music. It's about the people. Is it not about the music? It's about the people.
No, it's a bit of both, innit? But at the end of the day, who's judging the clash? Who's giving you the crowd response? The crowd. So that's who. Don't get me wrong. Like Johnny did.
Tickets did you sell?
Not enough, clearly, because
no, you won. So you must have sold a lot of tickets.
But that's what it is. I had to win them back over on merit. But I will be honest. Do you know what I saw?
have to say, I heard a lot of horns and whistles when New Winner Roadshow were on.
He bought again.
I didn't say that. I heard a lot of horns and whistles when you were on.
I will say, honestly, you see my own people, I'm talking about people who share my surname and we're all them something there. When they're in the dance and Studio played a good song, they was blowing their horns and making noise for Studio.
Not as loud as New Winner Roadshow.
Well, nor should it be like you want Christmas dinner or not. But what I'm saying is, I like the unbiased element to it. So I like that when you hear a good song, you give it a forward. I'm here for it. I respect it.
So would you ever consider moving the venue to another area?
1,000%.
So the East
I would say
Londoners and the
anywhere
West...
apart from South London. Because South London go everywhere anyway. So if we put it on their doorstep, then there's literally just going to be a South London presence and nothing else. Am I wrong or am I wrong?
And what's the problem with that?
We don't want it to be too biased.
You think it matters wherever we are that the crowd...
No,
is that what you
that's
think?
not point. Because
Because
even
that's
in West
not how
London,
it goes, my
South
brother.
London are coming over to West London. You
No,
get me? So
I
for
don't think
there
you
to
get
be
the
a
point.
fair chance
We've been
of it
in your
not being
backyard
biased.
and we've taken it.
Whose backyard?
Your backyard.
Raymond, you haven't been in a clash with me. You refuse to take
No,
one.
we've been
You've
in your
turned it down
backyard.
2 years in a row.
We've been in West
And if
London.
the-
What I'm
if the
saying,
third year comes
South
round
will
and you're
go
still dancing
anywhere and
around,
take it.
we're going to be back on this podcast again next year saying, why didn't you take the clash this year, Raymond? Raymond's going to say,
I'm
you
retired.
got to win it 2 times
quick.
first before you can clash
I'm
me.
retired.
Let me win it the second
I'm
time and I know
retired.
why you're not hard.
I'm
How
retired.
long are the rounds?
22 minutes. 22 minutes.
22 minutes.
20,
No.
How many sounds? 5 playing?
6.
6. So we dropped it down from 27 because some people...
So the first round, the first sound, by the time it goes back round, it will be the same hour that we've forgotten what they played or...
Well, they better not, because the only thing that you're going to get a yellow card for this time round is a playback.
Right, okay.
Not for necessarily stepping out of something that's not a slow jam.
Can you bring an artist to perform?
Of course you can.
Okay.
No, you can't. That might have been G-Shot's little trick.
Flight over Capleton, but he's a reggae artist, so you can't put reggae on.
I'm going to
I know
trouble
you
for
got the
flying
links,
over MA.
Call up the Rasta. We're being flashed. Pause. Which means we got to finish off the podcast. What I will say is that even amongst the jokes and the banter, the seriousness of it is that thank you guys for carrying on the legacy that is Slow Jams.
Amen.
Because obviously, if we didn't have the next generation to bring it on, it would just finish somewhere there. And that's part of how it should be done, that we hand it over and you guys carry on. So thank you for doing that and for giving some of the old foot man them a chance to play to a younger generation and show you how it's done. You know what I mean? Thank you for that as well.
Thank you for endorsing it. Thank you for everyone who's reaching out saying that they want to be a part of it next year. We get people complaining that, there's not enough female presence. Suggest who you want your female DJs to be in the leading years coming forward. Suggest what sounds that you want to be a part of it next year. And we want to consider everyone. We don't want to overlook anyone or leave out anyone. So please
How does people get in touch with you if they want to do that?
You can DM the Playing Other Slow Jams Instagram account, or if you log onto the website, which my colleague here has put a lot of effort into, and it's not just a click to buy tickets. You log onto the website, there's a bio for every sound that's on there right now. There is gossip columns in regards to last year's clash. There is all of the passer of people tackling about it being a rigged clash because Richie rigged the clash and paid the crowd and whatever, neckery or whatever. It's all on there, so go and have a look on the website. But you are, but I was in the dance last night with Gunshot, and the other day I'm arguing with people in the dance. They said if you're the promoter, you shouldn't be in the clash, and he's a man who promotes comedy shows. So I said to him, if you put on a comedy show, and if you were a comedian and you put on a comedy show with the best 10, I said, what would people say about you if you didn't include yourself in that best 10? They say you're a punk.
And you ain't a punk.
I'm a punk sitting there with my trophy between my 2 foot. So, you know what I mean? And it was on merit. So, you know what I mean?
Thanks very much, as I said. Thank you for continuing it. It's going to be a great night and a lovely experience.
Yeah, I'm looking forward
Please,
to it.
if you don't go, I know the audio will be out. Are you recording it? This for video is going to be, yep. So that'll be out on your YouTube channel that you got coming, so you can see it on there. You don't want to miss it.
It's not the same. You got to be there.
No, but you got to be there.
Trust
But
me.
if you don't, and you
gotta be
can't
there.
go for whatever reason, and you can't see who's the beating sticks, yeah, you can go back and watch it, and then go for the following year. Thank you, lads, for coming. Thanks to G-Shot for coming down as well. Best of luck to you also. He's been in the game for a very long time, so he knows a thing or two about tunes. And guys.
Yeah,
you will both be there.
Yeah,
are you bringing Nigella?
God sparing. No, not Nigella. I might go for Australian lady this time.
Oh, okay, I
Put up
hear
her
you.
chest.
Yeah.
Ray, can I just ask before we go? Are you going to be in the clash next year?
You can't ask me them things.
Have you got time still, or
No, we're
we
out
running
of
out of
time.
tape
We're
all of a
actually
sudden?
out of time. Anyway, nice being here. Set the Trend podcast. Make sure you tune in for the
Big
next
up Forrest
edition.
Gump.
Later.